What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on to my peeps and my people? What's popping with you today? Baby, it is cold and it's nothing but snow on the ground. So how are you guys living? Because it's cold, wet, and snow everywhere, and it's going to turn into black ice, baby. For real, for real. So let's get into this situation. Let's talk about what's going on and what's happening. Let's get into the situation. What's up, Father? How you doing? What's going on? I want to be fit. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. So let's get into the situation. Let's talk about Kenya Moore with Marc Daly. Allegedly, Marc Daly is going to be on TV, baby, and he ain't going to be with Kenya Moore. Like, damn, where they do that at? Talk about a slap in the mother effing face. Like, Lord, it's a very cold world out here. Yes, it is cold. For real, for real. And we're going to get into the situation with T.I. and Tiny because the lady Sabrina Peterson is basically saying that she wants to collect more victims, to go against T.I. Like, what's going on with that situation? And let's talk about Reginae Carter. She's out here posting to Instagram basically to let the world know that she still rock with YFN Lucci. That's still her man. Lucci's still her man, regardless if he's behind bars. But thank God her father is gonna be cool, because Lil Wayne been parting, so therefore he don't gotta go to jail. I was like, Lord have mercy. And let's get into Marlo Hampton and what she's up to too as well. We're gonna get into Giselle talking about Freaky Deaky with Miss Candy Burris. We're gonna get into that situation too. So there's a lot to cover. So let's just get it popping. And some of the stuff is like, what's really going on? That's the question. That's the situation. Like, y'all, they're out here wilding. I don't know what's going on with the T.I. situation, but this lady, she is on a rampage and she ain't stopping. She's looking for victims to basically support her claims and say that T.I.'s been out here doing wrong by women. So I guess she's looking for men and women at the same damn time. But we're gonna get into the Marc Daly situation. Like, Lord, what is going on? What is happening with this situation? Marc Daly out here gonna be on his own TV show. I was like, what? For real? That is how it's going down? Like, for real, for real? Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, this is kind of shady. This is weird too as well, because Marc Daly was very against, Kenya Moore being on TV. He basically saying being on TV, especially being on Bravo, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, basically he was saying that it's not a good look for black men. They betray black men in a certain negative way. And that was the situation. Then Kenya took a year off. Marc didn't want to film it, and she finally got him to film. He was so apprehensive about the situation. And then boom, we find out that Marc Daly is supposed to be getting his own TV show. So let's get into the situation. So as you guys know, this weekend, I believe it was Sunday, Marc Daly made an announcement, baby, and his announcement was that he was leaving, Kenya Moore. Basically, they attend mediation, and they agreed that they're going to end their marriage, and they're going to co-parent together, blasting the third. All good. I think it was less than 2 sentences. And then he went on to talk about his restaurant and what he's trying to do. And Marc Daly basically said he wants to, have self-improvement. He wants to build up the community in Brooklyn. He wants it to be, a place where people can conjure together, a community hug where people with positivity, diversity, perspectives, and important topics such as economic empowerment, social activism, and political engagement can be highlighted in a safe and productive form. But allegedly from Boss Up TV, baby, I was like, what is going on with this situation? So allegedly from Boss Up TV, from Boss Up, is that Marc Daly just really got a deal to do a reality TV show for his restaurant in Brooklyn. And basically, he is going to be filming, his entrepreneurship and the things that he is trying to do for the community in Brooklyn. Lord have mercy. And also, it's going to be filmed. It's going to be a reality TV project. And he's actually allegedly from Boss Up that he is going to have a celebrity co-star. Ooh, imagine if that celebrity co-star was Nene Leakes. Lord have mercy. What would this world come to? what would happen with this situation? So Marc Daly basically is going to be on TV. He's going to be doing his own reality TV show, and I guess he wants to do it the way that he wants to do it. But it's like, damn, Kenya Moore introduced you to reality TV. Was you plotting the whole time? Did you want to take her spot? Did you want to take her seat? Like, what's going on? You don't want to be on TV, but I guess Marc needs to have control of the situation. If Marc don't get no control, there's a problem with the situation. You know, he wants to basically be in control of his image and what is put out there about him, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it was like, damn, you married to Kenya Moore, you had a baby with her, and she's just asking you to support her on TV. Kenya Moore did also say that Marc Daly used to do some asshole things on TV just on purpose to get under her skin, and like he made it hard for her when she just wanted to be herself. Like she gets into drama. She reads the ladies. She get in there and she starts trouble. And Marc was like, if you filming with me, you ain't gonna do that. You know, this is her environment. This is how she works. This is how she gets paid. This is who she is on the show. She plays a character. When she wants to come for you, she come for you. And Marc Daly was not having it. He was like, Ken, calm down. Calm down, Ken. So you have that situation. But hearing that Marc Daly is going to be having his own reality TV show where it's going to be at his restaurant where people can come and congregate and basically talk about the pandemic and the things going on with the pandemic. And also it might be that there might be a love interest for Marc Daly. It might be where he's looking to date again, because he made it very clear that him and Kenya Moore was getting a divorce. You know, this is the second time he has done it. So it's like he wants the world to know that he is single. He's ready to mingle. He's free. Him and Kenya Moore is not together. It's like he wants to make the statement. Usually the women make the statement, but not with Marc Daly. He makes the statement ASAP, right away. He don't play around with the situation. So basically Marc Daly is saying that he's going to be on reality TV allegedly, and this is coming from Boss Up. Like, baby, what's going on? And also with the situation, you know, he might find love on the show because it's going to be part like a dating game too as well, where he's going to be meeting women that's coming in that probably has the same, you know, knowledge as him as far as want to change Brooklyn, want to get into politics, want to get into social activism and things like that. So Marc Daly is going to be looking for love on the show at the same damn time. You talk about a kick in the face, a stump in the face. Like, was he waiting for a deal the whole time? Was he out here negotiating and he didn't really want the marriage? What's going on? Is he trying to get back at Kenya Moore because he refused to be on TV? He didn't want to be on TV, point blank, period. He didn't want Kenya Moore on TV, and he damn sure don't want his daughter, baby Brooklyn, on TV. So, and he doesn't want Kenya Moore to use baby Brooklyn for advertisement for her products. Like, why not? The business is going to be passed down to, you know, baby Brooklyn. It's going to be. So Daly is known to keep a very low profile, but has been relatively quiet, especially when it comes to his private life. But over the weekend, he announced his decision to permanently split from Kenya Moore. And so he said what he said, and allegedly he got a show. What do you guys think about Marc Daly getting the show? Is he trying to get back at Kenya to outdo her, or is he trying to show Kenya there's a better way that you can get a reality TV show and you don't have to do this and you don't have to do that? Or did he want to be in the spotlight the whole time? And plus, you know, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, they don't pay people. But we know Block was bragging that he got paid. He got paid because he was spilling tea. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. I was like, Lord have mercy. What's going on, Keisha? What's going on, 4-3-15? What's going on, Miss T? Sugar Mama, how you doing? Father, how you doing? Tanya, how you doing? Miss Sugar Mama, Virtuous Woman, Ralph, Esco, how you doing? Was good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Major's good to see you too. It's good to see you. Veronica, it's good to see you too as well. Miss Sugar Mama's in the building. So somebody said narcissist. That's my girl right there, Miss T narcissist. She don't play around when she comes to describing a mother sucker. What's going on, Ralph? So yeah, so we have this situation. So what do you guys think about Marc Daly? I don't know if this is absolutely positive because I didn't hear it come from his mouth, but it's word that he is actually in production. He's actually filming his own reality TV show with a celebrity co-star set in Brooklyn. The show will feature a revolving around black owned businesses, managing restaurant, and even love. It says, sources says Daly could be seeking a new relationship on the show. So let's hope he's luckier and love this time around. I say that's shady. Because this man, hey, what's up, LSW? How you doing, baby? But he did not like reality TV. He's full of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on? You know what? He can be on TV. That's fine. Blas and the third. But his biggest thing was he didn't want to be on TV. Kenya Moore took a break. Because of her husband didn't want to be on TV. She wanted to work on her marriage. Like, they was having problems from the beginning because he didn't want her to shine like she is. As far as he probably wanted her to stop doing the TV show or act in a certain way that is not characteristics of her, and therefore she can lose a lot of deals. She can lose a lot of different things. The way that she have, conjured her way and the way that she has been proclaimed for the show, she can't make drastic changes for Marc Daly right away. She's doing what she's doing. Like she don't tell him how to cook his food. She don't tell him how to cook in a restaurant and how to do all that good stuff. What's going on, Chef Disaster? She don't tell him how to do that. So why the hell he was coaching her and tell her how she can act and perform when she been doing it for years, and that's how she gets paid. You don't see none of the other husbands jumping in and telling their wives what to do, how to do it. While on the show they let them be them. Even when it comes to Married to Medicine, even when it comes to, I just say Married to Medicine. I was about to say Potomac, but Potomac ain't in there like that. So basically, that's the situation with Kenya Moore. Marc Daly can decide to do whatever he wants to do, but it just seems ironic that he is going to now be a part of reality TV show, and allegedly, it's going to be his own show, and then he's going to be dating on the show, and it's like he's trying to get back at Kenya Moore. Did he always want to be on TV, but he just didn't want to be on TV as a husband, as a father? He wanted to be on TV as a single man. Was he embarrassed of Kenya Moore? Did he want what she has? Like, you don't see her opening up restaurants like he does. You don't see her stepping in his shoes, but he could do whatever he want to do. But he's stepping in her shoes allegedly, because I don't know if it's actually true. Yes, Missy Sky, Mark had an agenda from the beginning. That's what it seems like. And she might have been this, she might have been that, but it was like she never really got that support from him from TV. Like, he got on there, he acted a fool. We know that things are edited. He could have acted better. He could have treated her better. He could have protected her better. He could have been down with her, because he's supposed to be riding with her and not with everybody else. But I do understand that he has his own ways, and he has his own thoughts and his own ability to be the way that he wants to be and the way he wants the public to see him. But the way that he was portrayed on the show, that wasn't Kenya Moore. That was you, baby. That was you acting up. That was you constantly criticizing Kenya Moore. And we don't know if, when the cameras went off, if Kenya Moore was critical of him. It looks like they probably had a lot of shouting matches. It looks like they didn't get along for a long time. It looks like the marriage was doomed before they even said I do. Because it's like no one gives in. It's like no giving in. Mark finally got on the show, but then he got on the show. He made sure that she wouldn't ask him back, because he ended up showing his true colors, his true ass. And he could possibly be fed up with Kenya Moore and be upset with Kenya Moore. And, basically felt like, maybe Kenya Moore is not being real. Maybe she's not being authentic. Or maybe he just wanted her to be more positive, to show more sisterly love, to because he was on Nene Leak's side. He didn't want to bash Nene or anything like that. And he didn't want Kenya Moore to get into arguments either. So I think he wanted Kenya Moore to portray herself in a different way, because now when you look at his reality TV show, it's about empowerment. It's about business. It's about community. It's about social activism. It's about a lot of different things. I think he wanted that to be the highlight of, but Kenya Moore did help Marc Daly promote, his TV show. I mean, his charity event that he was doing. So she was there for him too. But, he came through and then he ended up leaving. I was just like, damn, he got his own TV show, a person that was supposed to really be totally against, reality TV. But maybe he was just against Kenya Moore, and maybe he was just against Bravo. and he was against the women, fighting among each other, because that's the biggest issue I believe Marc had. He didn't want the lady going back and forth. He didn't want, Kenya Moore to be going back and forth with, Nene Leakes or any of the other ladies. But as you guys know, Kenya Moore basically said that, you know what, she messed up. If she could do it all over again, she'll do it all over again when it comes to Phaedra Parks. And what that situation is, if she didn't like her flirting or being close or being friendly with Apollo, she shouldn't have. So she apologized for that, and she has regrets on the way that she treated Phaedra and how that whole situation went down. She wishes she didn't do it. And, she's letting the people know. Little Marcus is showing his true colors, Miss Sugar Mama virtues. I bet he won't get the money that Kenya gets from Bravo. You already know. Marc act like he didn't want to be on there. For real, he did all day. He did. I wonder, will he date a man or a... Oh, look at you. Look at you. 4-3-15. You went all the way there. So, and also I just wanted to say about this situation, when it comes to the way that Kenya Moore said on Watch What Happens Live, that she is, that she regrets, and if she could do it differently, and especially if it bothered the wife, she shouldn't have continued, that was a real sincere apology, to, in my opinion, where she actually calls out her wrong and what she did and apologized. She didn't put the blame on anybody but herself. And I was like, damn, she was like, me and, Phaedra Parks are cool. We're cordial. I post something, she comment. She posts something, I comment. So so we're cordial to each other. And I don't know how Candy Barris really feel about that situation. Candy Barris might not like that at all, baby. Because Candy Barris has not forgave Phaedra Parks, point blank, period. She ain't going to. She don't have to. But also, with that situation, the way that Kenya Moore apologized to Phaedra was really nice, compared to, supposedly, Marlo and Kenya Moore are cool, and Marlo got out here and said some really wonderful, nice things about Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore was like, I'm cool with Marlo, we okay. Basically, that's it. Not really saying anything, no apology, no nothing. She's just gonna basically keep her eye on Marlo Hampton. So I was like, damn, even Kenya Moore forgives and really apologized to Phaedra Parks, but when it came to Marlo, she gave her a little 1-2, and Marlo was out here giving speeches and shit, talking about Kenya Moore is loving, she's great, she's a good person, the COVID brought us together, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. I mean, she was just doing a whole campaign. And then when the same question was asked to Kenya Moore, she was like, we all right. But, I'm going to keep my eye on her. So I was like, okay. So that's how that situation goes. So I was like, But Watch What Happens Live was off the chain, because now we find out who really has, Kenya Moore's back. Cynthia Bailey has been friends with, Kenya Moore for a long time, but she's not in agreement with Kenya. Like, she don't understand how Kenya thinks. And Latoya, the young buck, she done won the situation. So basically, they played a game on Watch What Happens Live. What would Kenya say? Basically agreeing with what Kenya would probably say. And Latoya got 9 right, Cherie got 8, and Cynthia got 5. Cynthia, what's going on, girl? You falling behind. You have Latoya. Latoya's about to take your spot, baby, but I don't think that's going to happen. But at this time and point, Latoya and Kenya Moore, people are, confused by their situation. They don't know if they really have something going on or if they're doing it for TV. Kenya Moore is giving her lingerie. She's smelling the lingerie. She's getting jet tickets and, flying first class on a jet. And then Kenya Moore, send her, a side body nude. Kenya Moore opening her legs towards Latoya. Like, I know they're playing big sister, little sister. It's kind of confusing to people. People don't know what's going on. But she said in any event, Marc Daly does not care what she does with Latoya forever. So it is what it is. What do you guys think about Latoya and Kenya Moore? Do you guys really think that they have a relationship? They have been sexual with each other? Because it seems like a whole lot of freak is coming out. We got a threesome this season. We got a threesome this season on season 13. You know, we got Giselle out here talking about she wants to partake with Candy Burris, and she wants to partake with Todd Tucker. She wants to get in between the sheets. What's up, Happy Days? What's going on? So there's a whole lot going on. So how do you guys feel about Latoya and Kenya Moore? Do you think they're both just helping each other's story? Because there's really not that much going on. Cynthia's bachelorette party is going to be a good thing. Her wedding's going to be a good thing. But other than that, you know, it's pretty much dry. And Candy is just dealing with, you know, child support. Whenever that, she can't consistently talk about that. And it seems like not too much is going on, but it seems like Juisadora and Kenya Moore is kicking up the shit. They're trying to keep the show alive. Juisadora and, you know, Kenya Moore and Latoya, they're doing anything and everything offline and online to basically get people to watch and get people interested. Like, they're talking their ish, they're doing their shit. You know, Juisadora, she's handling her business. She is talking shit about Kenya Moore. She's posting. She's doing whatever she got to do. She ain't taking no ish. Latoya is basically, you know, coming for Juisadora. And at the same damn time, she might be coming for Portia too, because Portia Williams spilled the beans on her. Clap, clap. Don't be talking about that girl wig like that. So, but if you look at the overall, so far, it seems like Kenya Moore, Juisadora, and Latoya have been putting in a lot of work to make the season interesting. They're going beyond, you know. And Cynthia Bailey, her situation with putting her mom on blast and then putting her wedding on blast when it comes to she wants to get married here and there. So that's a situation too, but we're going to see what happens. You know, it seems like there's a whole lot of sex this season between women on the show. So I guess that is the narrative for this season. So it's going to be what it's going to be with this situation. But do you guys really believe Latoya and Kenya Moore are hooking up? Or is it just a sisterhood and a friendship? Kenya just trying to stay relevant this season. The whole friendship feels forced and overproduced. Ooh, that hit hard. Keisha, and you want to know why Mark left? Why you go there? Street Beats, the same fake story from AT. Mo, Latoya has all that personality, but on the show, I just don't see it. Yes, I think the show is she's kind of nervous. She might feel like she's out of her league. You know, she's around a whole different, you know, sorts of ladies, older ladies, and the youngest lady that, you know, she don't get along with the young people. And plus, you know, they're about their money. And on top of that, she wants a peach. She's trying to do everything to get a peach. And she's hooking up with Kenya Moore. So I'm pretty sure that she might get a peach if she's able to survive and keep shit interesting. And the other new thing to do is be offline talking shit. And she's offline talking shit. You know, Latoya forever. She came through, you know, coming for Nene Leakes. You know what I mean? She came for Nene Leakes before she even got on this show. So she's doing everything that she can to be relevant. And I believe that they think Juisadora is an easy target. But Juisadora is not playing around. She is not running for anything. Baby, I'm assuming it's some playoff Mark back taxes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Happy Days, I hear you. Ooh, Lord. And so, you know, we had Cherie. Cherie celebrated, you know, Kenya Moore's birthday, and we see Shamia's there, Lisa Wu's there. I like Lisa Wu. I know some of you guys are gonna say she was boring, but I would like to see Lisa Wu back on the show. But you know, Cherie was very shady towards Kenya Moore when she was up there on the show, baby. Cherie asked Kenya Moore about water. Name 3 good things about water. Cherie, you know that was shady. You knew that was messed up. You knew that was low down. And Kenya Moore was like, move on. Move on. I was like, Lord have mercy. No, Cherie didn't. Cherie is a mother freaking trip. She said, name 3 good things about water. And then Kenya Moore said, baby, don't make me turn around and talk about your jailbird. Like, Lord? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I heard she never had a peach. From what my understanding is, she never had a peach. Point blank, period. She never had a peach. But if that's the case, that's the case. Whether she had a real peach and they took a peach away, whatever the case may be, she don't have a peach. So now if she wants to just tell side of the story and be a friend of the show, she's going to be, you know, you want to move on and do bigger and better things at the same damn time. Maybe she's not putting all her eggs in a basket when it comes to this show, because I don't really see a lot she has to give other than, trying to be that party girl, flirty girl and dancing girl. And who wears braids all year round? You know what I mean? Like, who wear braids? I mean, Latoya, you got braids all year round. Like, what's going on with that situation? You gotta step your game up when you're on this show. But when it comes to Cherie was shady than the mother effer. Why you ask Kenya about Walter? Why she do that? Cherie dropped the ball doing her last season. Let me tell you, Ma, I was so disappointed. You know how happy I was that Cherie was coming back? And Cherie just failed us, baby. She failed everything. She just messed up. She messed up. Cherie the bone collector. Yes, Ralph, for real. Hey, Malcolm, what's going on? For real, who else is in the building? Major, what's going on, girl? Major be in the comments cleaning up. Happy Days be in them comments cleaning up, Lord. I be like, shit, I ain't even gotta say nothing. Y'all be in there cleaning up. Happy Days be like, what? I be like, yo. Thank you, Happy Days. Because them comments are treacherous. So, I don't even know what went down with that situation. But, Cherie, she came through. And Kenya apologized to Mr. Phaedra Parks. I'm telling you right now, Candy's not happy with Kenya, and Kenya's not happy with Candy. They're not happy with each other. They gonna fake the funk for a little bit, but it ain't gonna last too long. It ain't gonna last too long, baby. What is Cynthia doing? Cynthia, you got me off guard with that. Cynthia. Cynthia's trying her best to handle her business and stay on the show. Cynthia is modeling that booty, telling you how that booty do. She got her Timbs on like she's from New York. I don't know who. Everybody's been cracking on her having Timberlands on or whatever the case may be. But go ahead, Cynthia, do your thing, because this woman is 50-something years old. I was like, Lord. So, I don't know, what's going to happen with Cherie. Cherie was on Watch What Happens Live, and it was like Kenya Moore had her peoples on there, and her peoples was Cherie. Cherie was there with her, and I know she had a say in who was going to be there. Latoya was there, and Cynthia Bailey was there. So if anything, in any event, it really seems like Kenya Moore has her core. And her core right now is Cynthia Bailey and Latoya Forever. I think she trusts them the most. And that's just going to be the situation. There might be a little rivalry going on between Candy and Kenya. Possibly. But, Candy ain't going to never really speak up and say anything unless Don Juan does it. Because, Kenya Moore corrected the situation. She said, I gave $5,000. I gave more than $5,000 to Candy's, charity. But we don't know when she gave it. Or was it after the episode was filmed? Was it, recently? Was it 3 months ago? Was it 2 months ago? How long ago was it? And because Don Juan is the one that got on Candy's show, and he said, you can't give to charities, but you can buy ice sculptures and watch them melt. That was a direct shot at Kenya Moore. But Kenya Moore said she paid it, so what's going on? What is going on? Okay, so I said it was a I said it's allegedly. This is what they're saying. There's other people reporting that Marc Daly has a show. I said I don't know about factual, but they said they are filming in Brooklyn. I'm only repeating what everybody else is repeating, and they said that they are filming right now. And the show's about economics. The show's about social injustice and also social activism. And if you go back to, when Mark let everybody know that him and Kenya were done with the situation, he gave a 2 sentence about their relationship being over and 2 paragraphs about his restaurant being a stomping ground and a community hub, a pot where people can come together. So therefore, don't come over here talking shit, because I ain't in the mood for the bullshit. doing too much. I said allegedly, mother effer. Can you hear? Do you understand what I'm speaking? Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Always want to, chime in with some bullshit. Say, well, it's a possibility the story's not true. It's a possibility everything is not true. Nobody be out here telling the truth all the time. They be out here lying. That's why I decipher and I sift through what I ever post and I talk, and if I get enough information, that's what I talk about. Because if you guys know, I don't talk about any and everything. I don't talk about what everybody else is talking about. I talk about different things. If I got the proof, if I got some things that make it seem like it is true and things that are adding up, it could be circumstantial information, but I come through with it. So miss me with all that bullshit. But there's one thing we do have coming through is, do you guys want to see an escape and SWV battle? Do you guys want to see that? I definitely kind of want to see this situation.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Here's a little bit of it, them talking about the
studio.
SWV.
Lily pulled up on us.
I would love
Lily from SWV. She in the building. They really serious about this whole versus thing.
Lily came by herself. It's 4 against 1.
Ain't no
4 against 1.
There is no again.
She got Rocky on her team.
Y'all niggas finna catch the case. I'm finna get off here.
Look, Candy ain't missing nothing.
Hey, I just thought that was kind of funny. She's dead ass serious. She done pulled up.
He pulled up like what? I'm from New York. What?
NY in the building.
NYC in the building. BS.
Ma'am.
CP in the building.
Exactly.
But now you gotta do.
But I got that East Point over here. I got to represent East Point
We gotta
always.
do nothing.
They pull up with them 20 records.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, what?
Records.
Oh, we got 20 records. Don't even do it. Don't even do it.
Oh, my God.
Don't even do it now. Y'all might want to rethink that. I already done counted. Don't do me. Don't do me.
Let's do the verses.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Oh, shit.
My pull-up game is strong.
I see.
Boy,
She came by. She came by
I will
herself.
bound for that.
Let's do
Her
the
pull-up
verse.
game is
She
strong.
pulled up by herself.
By
For real.
herself, my nigga. And in y'all city.
Quiet, me.
Come on now. Don't do that.
Let me
Come
start.
on now. Keep it cute now. Keep it cute. Keep it on mute.
Whatever.
I'm just bullshit.
Me, quiet. Me,
So done.
What you think?
Your husband is crazy, man.
Your husband started this.
ready.
I damn
He's
sure
a shit starter.
I mean, truth be told.
Still over here starting
Let's
shit.
keep it real. Truth be told, it was TLC who said they wanted us or y'all.
I don't think. Oh,
They didn't say us, did they?
They said escape or.
Man, I
I'll pull
wanna
it
get
out
all
now.
this
Don't
shit,
let me
man.
pull it
Daddy,
out.
man, hit my
Don't
hand.
let me pull it out.
Okay, I need to know what the rules are.
And then they
because
said that they don't think they should battle a girl. They think they want to go with a guy group.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
yeah. Cause they be
Man, y'all
jamming,
talking
they be
about all the
jamming.
wrong
We be,
shit, man.
they
What's
be
up with
jamming, we
y'all?
be making love.
Y'all talking all the wrong shit. What's up with
I'm
y'all?
ready.
Y'all keep trying to be friends and shit.
What?
What you got to say?
I need to know what the rules are for real.
What you mean what the rules is?
Because I done seen it done different ways. I seen some people, they play their songs, they play the songs they don't featured on, they don't play the songs they don't wrote as people. Like, what we doing?
Y'all don't go. Wait a minute. That's Coco.
I don't play the
Hold on, Coco on here. Coco said, make it happen.
I'm just saying.
Coco on
I
here.
want to know the rules. 'Cause I don't want to say people be saying.
I'm just playing. I'm just talking smack. I'm talking smack. Coco said, wait. Coco said, bring it on. She said, we ain't scared. We from New York. Okay, she did.
So Tamika over here added to it.
So we
gotta make it good. We gotta make it
What
good.
do you
Turn
guys
this
think?
shit
Who
up,
do you
man.
think would, do well? I think they both would do well. But who do you think that might win if they actually do a battle together? And as you guys see them chilling and having a good time, you already know that, that they're cool. So it's not
Okay,
going
here
to
we
be
go.
all that hate or that animosity. So SWV And Escape, who do you think? Oh my God, I don't even know who I would go for because there's so many SWV songs that I love. And there's so many Escape songs that I do love. I would love to see Escape and SWV, you know, do a versus battle and have 2-3 million people up in there for real, for real. That would be awesome, in my opinion. I would love, you know, SWV, you know, they had the reality TV show. They had a lot of things, but shit happens where group members and things in their life that's really derailed them from what they needed to do. Especially when it comes to SWV. They had a whole lot of shit going on. Lord have mercy. But we see Liles, she's out here. She's on Growing Up Hip Hop. She's holding it down. So, what do you guys think? Who would you? I am going with Escape. I think I'm going to have to go with you, Malcolm. I think I'm going to have to go with you, but SWV got them songs weak. They got some of them songs that make my heart pound. Some of the songs that bring tears to my eyes, whether I'm in love or not. And, you know, Escape got them songs where you ready to go, baby. You ready to get on the dance floor. You ready to freak it. You ready to dance. You ready to sing. You ready just to move around. And you could just feel that love, you know, from the music. That shit is powerful. So I don't know who I would actually go for. But I'm probably going to have to go for Escape. Oh, Escape and En Vogue. I don't know. That would be hard. That would be... Because En Vogue, when I started to, you know, learn to dance and stuff, we did routines from En Vogue in their videos. And we were, En Vogue was the shit, yo. We used to be outside. The older girls would show us how to do the dance move. And we danced to En Vogue too. They would show us the moves. We didn't even know what half of the shit meant back then in their songs. But when it comes to SWV and Escape, I was grown enough to understand what was going on in the song, baby. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. And let's talk about Giselle. You know, Giselle be out here talking about, you know, she don't want to mess up her reputation. She's a good person. She's a good this. You know, she's dating Jamal Bryant. He's a pastor. And she basically she didn't want to be around, you know, Monique Samuels because she got into altercation, and this is not what we do. We church people. We have a reputation and all this other stuff. I was like, okay, why is the first lady talking about she wants to join Candy Burris and a threesome? Okay, she might be joking, but baby, you got your man out here with women saying that they with him. They've been with him for 10 years. They've been with him and you've been married to him allegedly, and then you got him out here not claiming you. And then then he is claiming you. Then you are claiming him. You're still saying that you're in a relationship, but everybody says it is fake. And, you know, with that situation, and you still try to put on a good face, you know, Bravo protected you with the meltdown situation because, you know, we can go back to the archives and we can get where Giselle said on the chat room that she had a meltdown or she broke down or she started cussing and swearing. And that's when Portia Williams jumped in and said, I had one of the moments too this season. And Portia was basically explaining that I had to tell F this, F that. And I was ready to pump my brakes on this girl. But then I kept saying, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. So we do have that. But it's a joke. It's fine if it's a joke, if it's not a joke. But in every joke, there's some truth to it. And then the other situation is you're not just dating Jamal. Ain't you trying to be married back with Jamal too as well? So we're going to see, like, the goal is not to just date because, you know, he's a pastor. He's just out here spreading and slanging allegedly. And you just dating him, don't you want to go further? So you're still supposed to be representing as a first lady, but over here they call you the last lady, aka Felicia Butler. So let's listen to what Giselle said. Let me turn down the music so you guys can hear it.
Your take on it?
I think it's an excellent idea, and it made me feel like, Angie, I might want to throw myself into your threesome because I know no one's going to find out.
Here's my thing. I just say deny. You did what to who and when? That's a lie. And it was determined that was a lie.
Right. But I understand Candy because, like, Candy's got a lot to lose. Candy's got a very large bank accounts. Candy's got, you know, big family, all of that. She don't want anybody in her business. I get it.
I meant to ask you, Giselle, had you had a threesome?
I have not.
Never?
Didn't you say you never admit to anything?
I don't like the way you licked that straw. That was a threesome lick. She was like, I have not.
So now you guys let me know what you think about that situation. And she said it. I didn't make it up. That's what she said out of her mouth. I think Giselle is not honest about her private life. She keeps so many secrets and deflections. Oh my God, you perfect. She's another one, just like Dr. Heavenly. Always deflect on somebody else and somebody else's situation. But she's basically said that she'll be all right. It makes her want to be involved in Candy Burris and Tor Tucker threesome, which somebody said in the comments, I don't know who it was, she's losing her mind, literally. Happy days. It's too much. Malcolm Black, the next season's gonna be all about cheating scandals with Pastor Jamal. I hope she get exposed. Lord have mercy. LSW, Jamal already mentioned on live channel that he is single. Yeah, he did. But she still hasn't said she was single. She's still keeping up the situation that her and Jamal Bryant are together. But everybody want to taste some of that candy. Candy, what you got going on over there? Everybody want a piece of candy. You got Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore was like, she want to get her some candy. You know what's going on, Candy? You got these ladies out here tweaking for you? Oh Lord. You got Giselle wanting some Candy Burris. She was like, oh, that makes me want to get involved. I was like, Lord have mercy. What's going on with this situation? Well, she'll probably get more out of Todd than she will get out of Jamal. Because, it looks like Jamal lets all the ladies do the work, and it seems like Todd takes control and he does the work because he wants to make sure you're pleased and satisfied because he got a job to do. He gets paid for his services, baby. So, trying to hide that pouch under your chin. Okay. Oh, you are so bad. Ralph, Jamal looks like one of those wiles that be sitting in the alley for over weeks. You are so wrong. I was about to bring up one of his videos. Maybe I'll bring it up at the last end. At the last of this. Rusty, dusty, crusty Jamal. Y'all are talking about a man of God. Y'all are talking about a pastor. What's going on with y'all? Y'all are killing me. I don't remember the Bible or Jesus saying anything about threesomes. Major. Y'all are too funny. But the phone lines are open, so you guys can call anytime. So that's why the number's on the screen. So, but we're going to get to the T.I. situation. Okay, so here's the T.I. situation. So, allegedly, T.I. allegedly pulled a burner or a weapon, the steel on a young woman. And basically, this woman has, been calling out T.I. Tiny jumps in to rectify the situation. Tiny jumps in and says it's not true. Tiny jumps in and says that this woman is a liar. Tiny jumps in and says Sabrina, Pearson, she has a record. And also Tiny says that this woman is called Slice and Dice. She used, Slice and Dice. You know what that means when girls walk around with the blade in their mouth and things like that. She's slicing dice out here. So that's what Tiny was saying. T.I., I haven't heard if he spoke on the situation, not because I didn't tune into his channel or his podcast, but Tiny's out here defending her husband. Of course she's going to defend her husband. That's just who she is. And this woman that they're talking about, Sabrina, Pearson, she has some type of relationship with Tiny and T.I. because she said that, her kids used to call T.I., uncle, and, she says that Tiny used to call her auntie. Tiny knows it, so they know each other. So that's the situation. They do know each other. And so the young lady, she jumps on Instagram, and she says this about T.I.
I know what happened. He knows what happened. So don't sit around. What you won't do on top of everything else is you won't lie on me. Clifford Harris put a gun in my head. Truth is, I didn't have a weapon. Truth is, I didn't call the police on him. Truth is, I didn't sue him and I could have. Truth is, I never spoke about this on the many times I could have spoke about it. That's the truth. That's the truth. And I don't understand how you got these big old balls of steel because you know me. You know me. More than you know me. And I'm the smallest bit of your worries. Don't worry about me. I'm outside the statute of limitations. I don't need nothing from you. But my truth is my truth.
So that's the situation, you know, with her, you know, basically saying that T.I. did this to her. So that's what this young lady says. And then Tiny basically confronts her. So I guess they've been going back and forth on Instagram. And so this woman at one point in time was cool with Tiny and T.I. You know, they called Tiny called her auntie. Her kids called T.I. uncle, blah, blah, blah. They know each other. And so that's it. So she's basically coming out saying that, you know, that T.I., you know, put the, you know what to her. And so that's what she's saying out here in these streets. I was like, damn. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? So this is what Tiny's saying. And basically Tiny's saying that her face licensed seminar lady. So basically Tiny's calling her out, basically saying 2 years ago you was calling, you know, uncle, and now, you know, he's not uncle. And are you confused? 1 minute, you know, everything's cool. The next minute, my husband assaulted you, and blase in the third. And so Tiny's saying you're harassing us, blase in the third. So she's out here speaking up for T.I. And a lot of people saying, why is she speaking up for T.I.? T.I. never speaks up for her, because a lot of people are saying if T.I. speaks at her, they're going to say that he's being aggressive, he's being assaultive, he shouldn't respond to the situation, you know, he shouldn't address a woman like that. So now Tiny's addressing the situation. Tiny's calling this lady crazy, basically saying she's harassing the family. So she's been a part of the family. They have some type of relationship. And so the young lady, her name is Sabrina, you know, Pearson, she's upset with the situation. She said people don't believe her because she's a, you know, because she's a woman. She's speaking out for herself. She's speaking out what happened, and women can't heal because they can't tell her their truth. And there's so many predators in the black community, which what she's saying is true, but it really doesn't say if T.I. actually pulled the still on her. But in all, yes, black women need to be protected. Black men need to be protected. And when someone says that they're a victim, they need to be believed. But it's hard to believe people because we have uncovered you yourself in the comments. My peeps, my peoples, moderators, you guys have heard people lie. You have seen shit. People will get on this mother effer and tell you a bald-faced ass lie. They would tell you all types of shit. They would tell you all types of lies. So, okay. Okay, can you hold on for a second? Thank you so much. So, you know, people lie. So that's another thing. So that's why people are sometimes skeptical about believing other people. And then, you know, then the lady, Sabrina, she responds back and she said, oh, I was beating up a female assistant that was treating Tiny bad. So basically she's saying that she was in an altercation. She was beating up, you know, T.I.'s assistant and blase in the third. And so he pulled out the steel to get her under control to stop her from insulting his assistant. And she said she was doing that for Tiny. So you guys taking what you want from the situation, but also, so, you know, if you was on the ground getting beat up by this woman, you would hope somebody would come and protect you and get you up out the situation. But did he use, his force was too aggressive? Was it too much? Could he use another method? And, you know, that's what people are debating. And, you know, now Sabrina, she has posted to her Instagram and she said that she wants anybody that has been a victim of T.I., you will remain anonymous. So basically, she's trying to get other people to come forward that have been mistreated or abused by T.I. So you guys tell me what you think about it. Hey, what's up, babe boy? What's going on? So what's your thoughts on the situation?
Oh, man. I feel like T.I. is a mess. Man, I feel like how many scandals and how many ups and downs is Tiny going to stay by his side during? Like, she could turn her head on anything. Like, he could do whatever he wanted to do. He could check hymens. He could shoot people. He could be on parole. He could get caught with guns. He could have sex with other people. He could drag her name in the mud. He could talk to her crazy. It's like she don't got no limit. Where is your self-respect, Tiny? Where is it at? That's definitely where I'm at with this.
Yeah, it was one of them situations where, you know, You already know Tiny is going to stay by T.I. That's not even going to be a question. That ain't even a question or a thought.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like Tiny is a broken woman. I feel like she's very smart when it comes to business ventures and business ideas and, you know, escape the group together. But when it comes to her personal life and things that are okay and not okay, I feel like she drops the ball every time.
Alrighty then. Anything else you want to add? You want to hold on?
I'm checking out this Tory Lanez and Meg Stallion stuff too. And all I gotta say is I'm so sick of hearing about that. So sick of hearing about it. Like, if she wasn't gonna tell the truth in the beginning, and she did all of this song and dance and fell out with her friends, and we still talking about this, man, she just make another song. Just stop talking about it.
Lord, why did you say that, Tate? This is because nobody wants Miss. Oh, you are so wrong for that. Yeah, we're about to get to the Meg Thee Stallion situation too as well. But we're going to talk about Reginae Carter. You want to hold for that, or do you want to call back?
Yeah, I can hold.
Okay, thank you so much for holding. Hold for that, my brother from the Bay Area, Dave Hart, is in the building, baby. Okay, so
I'm here for you, Barry. I love it.
Facts. Thank you so much. So let's move on to Reginae Carter. So Reginae Carter, basically, she posted to Instagram a picture of YFN Lucci hugging up on her. I know she missed that dude. I know she does, because YFN Lucci's one of them street dudes out in the street wilding when he don't need to be, when he got money, he's rich, he's famous. You know, he done got his mama out the hood. He got his kids out the hood. He got Benz. He got all types of stuff. You guys seen the stuff that I put on my channel to show you that there's no way Lucci is living in poverty, but he wanted to go back to the street life, the hood life. He want to hang around young people that's in that life. You also, if you in that life, you got to be around young people. But when you're making millions of dollars, you got a beautiful woman that wants to marry you and be by your side. She's an A-lister. I'm going to call Reginae an A-lister. I know y'all going to say something, but that's Lil Wayne daughter. So, you know, she's posting up that she misses him. And a lot of people giving her flack, like, you need to walk away from him. You need to forget about him. Like, she gonna forget about him anytime soon. It took her a long time to fall in love with him and that relationship. So, you know, one day it's gonna be all right. But then if she leaves him right away and she acts like he doesn't exist, people gonna say, oh my God, she's not a ride or die. Oh my God, Reginae will leave her man in a drop of a dime. Oh my God, Reginae doesn't got his back. He made a choice. He made a decision to be in a car with people that pulled out the steel on other people, got into a shooting match, kicked the person out of his car and kept driving. If he would have took the person to the hospital, he probably would not be facing the charges that he is facing. They could have got rid of the steel on the way to the hospital, but took that boy to the hospital, told him that it was in self-defense, and it would have been a better situation for him. But, you know, it is what it is. And he chose to be in that neighborhood. He chose to be in that environment because he don't need to go nowhere where he's going to get into a shootout now. You know what I mean? Especially in broad daylight. You need to put your feet on the gas and bounce, cut through traffic, jump on the sidewalk, get all the tickets that you need to get. But you don't get yourself involved in a shooting with you there driving a car that probably belongs to you and somebody took down your plates. But in any event, Reginae, she misses her baby. But at least Reginae Carter does not have to worry about her father doing time because he's been pardoned by Donald Trump. So what you think about Reginae still wanting that Lucci, bae boy?
I mean, I feel like Reginae still wanting Lucci is what it is.
Right.
I feel like going to jail is nothing new to her. Her dad been out of jail since she was a little girl. Like, people getting shot, people getting killed. They from Louisiana. And that's every day because somebody die out there. I feel like what's normal to some people isn't normal to others. And, you know, she grew up with violence. She grew up with, you know, like I said, her dad being in situations like this and people coming up dead or, you know, extorted or something. So she's not even really tripping probably about what's going on like everybody else is. All she know is that's her man and she want him back.
Facts. And also she lost some of her uncles because her mother side of the family, Toya Johnson, she lost her brothers through violence too.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, it's nothing new to them. Like, I got family in Louisiana. That's where my grandma from. And my cousins out there, it's like, you can't say much to them or else you could end up, messed up.
Yep, facts. It ain't no joke out there. For real. It's all love. What's up? What's going on? And so that's the situation. Reginae Court is missing her man. That's the situation, and people are trying to down her for that. But, the heart wants what the heart wants, and you can't take that away. So did you guys hear about what's his name? Mr. Ludacris. Ludacris is out here chilling in Atlanta doing too much, baby. He was out here having a ball, having a good time. He was on P Street. He jumped out the car and left it running to go get some money out the ATM. So I guess Ludacris is not one of them rappers, that got 10 grand in the front, 15 in the back, 20 on the side, and 40 on the other side. Because usually you see rappers pulling out cash. So I guess he needed some cash, allegedly. So he got out of his car and he went over there to the ATM. And baby, they did him dirty. He went over there to the ATM and they did him dirty. They end up taking his car, taking his items that was inside the car too as well. His iPhone and, some other things. His iPhone, his iPad, and, some other items. And they took his Mercedes-Benz truck. I think it was a 2020 car. It was 2020. I was like, damn. It's like that. Yes, it is. They took his shit. But he found it because he was able to track them down through his iPad. He used his iPad. He tracked down his iPad. And he found out that it was in a Hyundai SUV parked outside of a home. So I wonder if he pressed charges against them or not. But you know that they ain't no real criminals, because a real criminal would have turned that shit off. Turn it off. Make sure it's going to be, not working, period, so it can't not be traced. They would put new shit in it. So basically, I'm glad that he got his iPad back, he got his iPhone back, and he got his Louis Vuitton bag and his laptop back too as well. And he also got his car because Mercedes-Benz was able to locate his car. They have low jack and everything inside. So he had a Mercedes-Benz S63. It was a 2020. They found it outside of an apartment complex. So they probably realized they done robbed the wrong person. So what do you think about that situation, babe boy?
Man, that sounds messed up. You know what? Luda, he's not one of them kind of rappers that got all of that money on him. Ludacris been, doing the right thing for a while. He's he starred in movies. He's never been like the street kind of guy. He was always the fun rapper. You could dance to his kind of music. You never got the gangster vibe from Ludacris. But yeah, he had to flag down the police, and they caught up with that car, and it was in a parking garage.
Yep.
A parking garage.
An apartment complex. Right, an apartment complex.
That's just like what you said. The people who stole his car was not real criminals, because the first thing you do is you turn that low jack off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing you do.
Turn them phones off.
You turn that phone off. You put that phone on airplane mode, and that's how you do that right there. But they were probably just some wanksters, seen a nice car, seen it was running, and got up out of there with that. They really wasn't about nothing.
Yep, and they said the most important thing at the end of the day is, they left this message that please take your key fob with you. I always take my key fob with me. I can't leave it in the car. I can't leave my car running. I had a car stolen from me already, and my car wasn't running. I just forgot to lock the door, and they unlocked it and took the car. But take your key fob with you. Take it with you. Take your key with you. Even if it doesn't have, it's keyless entry, take it with you, because if you have it on you, they can't get far. They can't even get a mile without the car turning off. But if the key's inside the car, they can go all over the place.
Yeah, that right there is just how my car is too. I have the keyless entry and the push to start. But if my car is on and my keys are in my pocket, if they get about I think it's 300 feet, the car automatically is going to come to a stop.
Exactly. But he was just chilling. He was probably like, yo, I'm back in the old neighborhood. I'm on P Street. I'm chilling. Ain't nobody gonna steal a car from me. I used to run Atlanta. Oh, no. They took his car. Poor thing. You know,
and that right there. That's crazy. That right there is the wrong attitude too, because I know a lot of dudes from my old neighborhood that got money and came back and ended up in the grave like that from thinking it was cool.
Yep. You only come back and you do charitable events, you bring housing, and you can also, you know, get people's names in the community, and you can send them a donation, and you can write it off on your taxes and things like that. But if you're going to come back to the hood, come back to do constructive things to change it, and always come back with security, the right people around you, and no slipping, because at the end of the day, people are still hungry and need to eat, and if you look like food on a plate, they gonna grab a bite,
especially if you don't come back humble.
Oh yes, that's another thing. So the word to the wise, keep your key fog on you. And so let's move on to Marlo Hampton. Marlo Hampton has a new business, and her business is the archives of different outfits she used to wear, outfits that she gets made, and things like that. She has the showroom, baby, and you can buy clothes, you can rent clothes and everything else. So Marlo is doing her thing. I still don't hear anything about her damn wigs. I don't know if the wigs were just for TV, but Marlo is out here making moves, and she's trying to get her business together. So you can go to Marlo's store and purchase a Beyonce outfit or an outfit that Marlo done had on. And let's talk about Marlo. She was dancing, and it kind of went viral because people was like, girl, you ain't doing the dance right. And even Tommy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was basically, Marlo, let me teach you how to dance. So what do you guys think about that situation? What's your thoughts on that?
Marlo can't dance. You can't, and you know, she's too old. I'm going to say she's too old, but she at the age to where she could just sip her drink in the club, sit back, and don't even worry about dancing. She got too much money to dance now. I'm just surprised you didn't say her new business venture was an escorting again. I was just
oh goodness.
Why she open up a brothel or something?
No. Well, you can go get, you know, foreign clothes that she used to have, or outfits that, you know, are legendary, and you want to wear them. So that's the situation with that. So Marlo's handling her business, and also Marlo says that, you know, it's very hard out here in these streets when it comes to teaching these young kids, you know, different things, because, you know, she's a stay-at-home mom right now taking care of her nephews, and she said it's very difficult, but she's out here trying, and she's getting some help and some assistance to help her teach the kids. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What do you guys think about Tory Lanez? You know, Tory Lanez just recently made a statement, you know, on, you know, his Instagram, and basically Tory Lanez is asking the judge for rights to talk about Megan Thee Stallion case following new evidence they may prove he's innocent. So basically at this time, Tory Lanez is petitioning the court about his restraining order and protection order against him that Megan Thee Stallion filed. He wants to know if he can actually publicly discuss different evidence about his case that support his innocence, because he is tired of Megan being able to say anything and everything that she wants to say about Tory Lanez and getting away with it. And basically he has to be like a hermit. He has to keep his mouth closed. And he's basically saying all the reports that Megan has said are all false. The charges are going to be dropped, blase in the third. And basically he wants to be out here to defend himself because he's not able to. What do you think about that? That is what Tory Lanez is petitioning the court for.
You know what? I think this whole Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion thing is a mess. I wish this would have never happened. I wish they probably would have never met each other, because honestly, it didn't do anything good for Megan Thee Stallion. Her album unfortunately flopped. There's people who did not have hardly as much as press as she did, or had interviews or anything like that outsold her album by like 3 times. I think people were really turned off about this and the way she went about it. But I don't feel sorry for Tory Lanez at all. He could have took her life. She could be not with us right now over him getting mad. And cause honestly, what I think is, I think he knows that she's a rapper, but she's known for her dancing. And I think him shooting her feet was him trying to take her livelihood away. So I don't feel sorry for him at all. I think he should be, you know, whatever the judge say he should get.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And there's a lot of people, a lot of people are still confused about the situation because you have Kelsey. Kelsey was there at the time that Megan was shot. They was there. They were drinking. They was in Hollywood and Blase in the third. So you had Tory Lanez, security guard, Kelsey, as you see on the screen, and you have Meg Thee Stallion. And so out of them four, it's like, damn, where's the story at? You have Kelsey that said that she didn't do it, but at first everybody thought that she did it. You have Megan Thee Stallion that basically said that Tory Lanez didn't. She didn't say that who shot her or not, so she didn't give the correct story to the cops. So that kind of messed up the situation too, as well, as now that she wants to press charges and she's taking Tory Lanez to court. So and she said that she was scared. She says Black Lives Matter, that she didn't know what was going to happen because police, black people, gun, and so that's what Megan had said. And then Megan also talked about, the bullet or whatever didn't hit any tendencies. People were saying like, oh my gosh, she's walking, she's dancing. That's why people were saying it's shrapnel that got inside her. And then there's doctors that came out and said that Megan had bullet, fragments moved. People say no, it's just scrap metal. Then Megan dropped a song and she said, you shot me with a pellet gun. So now people are saying, oh my God, he did not even shoot her with a real gun, or whatever the case is. So it's so many different stories. Then you have the security guard that said that Tory Lanez and Meg was, tossing over the weapon. Then you have people saying that it was her best friend Kelsey, because Kelsey was sleeping with Tory Lanez and Megan was sleeping with him too as well, and that's why they had the argument. And plus Megan was just intoxicated and she's lying. She let the media, she let all the, trolls get at her to change her mind and come after Tory. So it's so many different things. Some people believe Megan. Some people believe Tory. At first, it was like 100% on Megan's side, and the people are totally, dwindling down and think, okay, something just doesn't add up. It doesn't just sound right. So I guess we got to wait for court. But Megan has continuously said her thing that, Tory Lanez did it to me. He did it. Blase in the third. And Tory Lanez is denying that he shot her because he said that she was not even looking back. So now is a story whether did Megan see anybody shoot her, because she was walking away and she got shot from behind. And then you have the story where, Megan was intoxicated. How does she know what happened? So it's just so much going on with the case that, so many different rumors are coming out. People say that they were there and they seen things, so we don't know. But what we do want to know is we want a resolution to this situation. Did Tory Lanez actually do this to Megan? And why would Megan lie? If Megan is found out to be lying, this would destroy her career. And it's going to destroy Tory Lanez's career if he's guilty. So any way it goes, that one of them are going to lose really, really bad in any event. So I guess we got to wait for court. Megan has been out last week talking about Tory Lanez put one in me. Tory Lanez did this. People ain't protecting black women. They don't believe black women and all this other stuff. But it's not a cut and dry case with Tory Lanez, because if a dude shoots me, all I need to say is he shot me. Why is there all this shit? Why is he still chilling? It's because of how the situation went down. You guys tell me your thoughts on the situation. What you think? Bae boy.
Mary, this is the thing. I honestly just feel like she didn't play it well from the beginning. Like, no matter if the gun shot or hit tendons or whatever it hit, there's no way you should be in the club. Popping bottles, dancing is just not a good look. I feel like as people, we need to be better at being victims as black people. Yes. I feel like we try so hard to be strong in situations where it's okay to, be a victim in. She didn't play that right. And she's talking about protecting black women. Where was she at to protect her best friend, Kelsey, when people thought that she's the one who shot Megan Thee Stallion? She didn't even say nothing about that. She left her out there to dry.
A lot of people did say that, and a lot of people did say things about, since this whole thing happened between her and Tory, there's been a magnifying glass on Megan where, people accusing her of stealing other designers' clothing and saying that, oh, how is she protecting black women? She stole this girl design. It's like, she can't win from losing. Everything that she does, people are pointing at her and they're saying like, see, this is her characteristic. Look how she did Cole Crawford. Look how she did that situation. Look how she stole, from this artist and this design and didn't even want to pay the person. And look how, she stole this rap song. She stole this. And look how she lied about this. So it's like people putting everything together and saying that Megan is just a liar. And I don't want to believe that. And I can't believe that because I can't believe that she would be out here and lie and say this. Maybe she believes that he actually saw her. She's seen it. I don't know. But there's no way that she will be lying about this, but but there's a lot of people that got evidence to refute to say that she is lying. But at the end of the day, when it comes out in the court, if nothing happens to Tory, nothing happens to Megan, you already know what people gonna do. They are going to blackball Megan.
Yeah, child. I definitely think he shot her though. I do not think she's lying about that. I just think she just didn't take the right steps in the beginning to ensure her victimhood. And that's what's biting her in the ass right now. But, I do believe that there was a tussle for the gun, too. I believe that it was a tussle. It was a big thing. It was an argument. And she went to, finally walk away. And that's when he got that gun. And he shot at her legs.
But can all these people... Hold on for a second. Babe boy, hold on. Babe boy, hold on for a second. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
This is Malcolm Black from North Carolina.
Hey, Malcolm Black, how you doing? What's your thoughts on the situation?
So basically, I think that, personally, I was a fan of Megan since, 2019. But I think she's going about everything in, the wrong way. I feel like she's kind of, using to protect black women as a way to, up her sales and everything. And she's not really telling much about the situation, but she's, constantly, talking about it, but not saying much. So I think something might come out where, it's not as bad as, she makes it out to be or something like that.
I hear your perspective, but a lot of people think that too. People just want to get down to the nitty gritty. It's been too long. It's been a big debate. Did he do it?
Yes, Dad.
Did that person do it? No. You got academics involved. You had to, Tory was canceled for a minute, but somehow academics was able to make Tory Lanez look humanized again. And this is why Tory Lanez is out here in these streets. And now he wants to be able to speak on the case because he said he has things to prove that he's innocent. I would want to speak to nobody. I would be quiet until it's time for me to go to court.
Yeah, that's true because it is a legal case, but
and it's pending.
Maybe he wouldn't be saying that if he didn't have something that could prove her wrong, though. And I was Team Megan at first, but it's it's been how long, and she hasn't said anything. And I feel like when the pressure's on you that bad, you got to say something. If it's true, it's true.
Well, she keeps saying that he did it. She keeps saying he did it. He did it. He's the one that did it. I haven't changed my story. That's what she keeps saying.
Yeah, but she don't say anything different. That's all she says. And people are gonna be. I feel like she's milking our climate we're in right now, as far as racial equality and stuff like that, and the Black Lives Matter. I feel like she's milking that as a marketing strategy. That's just how it comes off to me, because she social climbs, I've noticed, how she did Nicki Minaj, and then she did the Cardi thing where she went on live and kind of was shady towards Cardi. I feel like she social climbs off of people. And Kelsey was her best friend.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand who is her management. Why is Roc Nation letting this happen? I mean, her management, the people, her publicists, they should have been in this situation as soon as she went to the hospital. They should have. It's they're not doing a good job of protecting her. They're not doing a good job of protecting her energy. I mean, her image at all. And it's who? It's it almost seems like Roc Nation is setting her up to fail.
Her publicist, that's what it seems like, because they had the whole beef with 1501 in the beginning and all that. So I could see her having some bad management, but it's ruining her career because a lot of people just don't believe her anymore.
And that's the sad thing. If
like her less.
Oh, so sad. You know, you want to be believing when someone violates you like that in the worst way. And then it comes to a point where, you know, she told too many stories. Well, one story. And she said that she didn't identify Tory at first. And she said she was going to let it slide because, you know, she didn't want to hurt him. But then people started to get on her and started saying this, that. And so a lot of people said, why didn't you let public pressure? Why you let trolls tell you this and that? It's just like, damn, I feel bad that this woman got shot. And the thing about it is she is a black woman, and her getting shot and like nobody's arrested, nobody's behind bars. It's in a message like, okay, is it open season on black women, or this is just, you know, Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation, you know?
Yeah. Well, you remember when Kelsey made that song about Megan, that diss track?
She did.
And she said that that Megan tried to pay her off or something like that. In the song.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was something like that. So I feel like there's something that she may not be completely honest about right now.
Yep. Thank you so much. And what's your name again?
Yeah. Malcolm Black.
Malcolm Black, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
Yes, it was good talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Bay Boy. Okay, Bay Boy, you still here?
I'm still here.
Okay, so what do you think about what transpired?
You know what? I'll have to second everything that Malcolm just said.
Okay.
But the one thing is context does matter. She's not giving us enough context to put the picture together, which leads me to believe that she's a lot more culpable in what happened. I still do think Tory Lanez shot her, but I think her role in what happened is a lot bigger, and if she tells exactly what happened, she's going to be telling on herself. So she has chosen to omit some parts of the story so that it looks like she is more of a victim than what she probably actually really is.
What's up, Prosperous B?
It's something that you do in childhood. When your mom asks you, what did you do? You downplay everything you did and make yourself out to be a saint. And I think that's what she did. And people seen right through that. And it backfired. Like I said, her album, it didn't do well at all. There were underground artists who didn't have hardly any exposure. I was able to do like 300,000, and she hasn't even hit that yet. And she had all of that media coverage.
I know, because people are torn, and some people were really upset that she did not identify, you know, the assailant when it first happened. That was another thing that really, you know, people was like, oh, Meg, you're supposed to be for women, you're supposed to be for this, and she didn't want to tell on Tory, and she said she didn't want to tell, so that's another thing. Then everybody did think that Kelsey did it, and then Kelsey had to come out and say her piece. So I just don't know who is managing Megan. They're not doing a good job. It almost seems like they're setting her up for failure, you know, with the situation.
It's Megan, like, who's going to protect Megan from Megan? It's only so far somebody can go with you. If you have to relent a little bit yourself. She's a very strong, independent personality, and I think when she sees people saying things, she wants to just get on the internet and clap back. And you can't do that. If you want yourself to go farther, and if you want to get out of where you are at and go into like a mainstream or become more successful, you have to learn how to be quiet. I wish she would have kept that same energy in the beginning when she didn't say anything, as opposed to now, because it's almost like a reversal. Like, you know, in the beginning, you probably be upset and start talking too much. She did the opposite. She didn't say anything, and then now she's talking too much.
Yep, it's going down. So that's the situation with these ladies. That's basically it. If you guys want to call in, you guys got something to say, let me know. Someone just came, Mambo came in, was talking about Marc Daly. I know Marc Daly ass is on TV. I don't know if it's true, but this is the rumor going around all the blogs that Marc Daly is actually filming a show in Brooklyn. So, and he's supposed to be having a love interest on the show too, as well as going to be dating too. And he didn't want to be on TV with Kenya Moore, but yet he is going to be out here in these streets. Lord. Just a damn shame. Just a shame.
Only thing Kenya was looking for was a sperm donor who had all the features that she wanted. After that, she probably really didn't care either. He didn't care for her. They didn't care for each other. That relationship, it was probably never a relationship. So it's easy for him to be with somebody else.
It's one of them situations. But now he's been against reality TV, and now he's going to be on reality TV and dating. Like, yo, what's going on, Mark? You were so against the way that she made her money. Now you're about to make your money the same damn way that she's been making her money. It's about the relationship, Malcolm, and it's also about him dating too as well. He's gonna have love interests on the show. There's gonna be, women want to. He's a single man with a restaurant. He's trying to bring peace to the black community. You already know all the ladies is up in the air on that. For real.
Mary, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like The Bachelor, but you get a chicken plate too.
I know, you get a chicken plate. You get to eat some of Marc Daly's food.
Right? It sounds like you damn near find love and you get full too.
At the same damn time. So
Lord.
And I think it was nice of Kenya to apologize. And basically said, I regret the shit that happened between me and Phaedra, So I did appreciate that. Sometimes it takes a lot because people want you to continue the same beef for like 30 years. They don't want you to make up because they heavily invested in beef, So he ain't trying to bring shit for the black community. Elizabeth Hill, Lord have mercy. Apollo did love Kenya, and Apollo still says wonderful, epic things about Kenya Moore. He still speaks of Kenya Moore in very high regard. He still has not said nothing bad about Kenya. Since he's been out, he has spoke on Kenya. It's been in high regard.
Oh my God. I honestly feel like they fucked, to be honest.
Ooh, wee!
Just to be honest, remember when they met up at that hotel? What season was that?
I don't even know. My mind don't go that far.
I think it was whenever that whole Apollo Kenya thing happened. They had text messages or whatever, and they were at the same hotel.
I remember that. Yes.
They definitely got it on, and they just didn't tell Phaedra, and they decided to not tell the public.
We'll see. Do you think she got it on with Latoya?
I hope so. Latoya cute as shit.
Because, Latoya was gifted lingerie. We don't know if they were used lingerie, but she did smell them. And the rumor around town is, they're going together. But I think it's basically for TV, in my opinion. She's looking out for Latoya. She's giving her a helping hand.
You know what? I wish this was out when I was a kid. I was gay before it was cool. Now LGBT is so in right now.
It is.
It's so in, and it's like when I was a kid, it was like you go to hell. Now it's just like you could have a lady pond. You could just be doing all kind of stuff on TV now.
Hey, what's up, Miss Nina Bug? How you doing? What's going on? Marc Daly has a panel of off-colored women with a couple of black women competing for his love. Yup. Yes, he does. He's going to be competing for his love. Like, Marc Daly is out here. I mean, he couldn't wait he's not even waiting for the ink on the divorce papers to be dry. Yes, he does. Like, they're going to be women competing for his love. That's for sure. And then it's supposed to stay positive on activism and politics. Thank you, Miss Nina Bug. For real. But you already know the situation. He is going to play a dating show, but he couldn't be married to Kenya Moore on TV. That is so to me, I think that's dirty. He didn't even really give it a shot.
This sounds, I think he did get, how long has Marc Daly been her storyline on this show? This is going on the 3rd season with her trying to work it out with Marc Daly. I think after 3 years, he's a grown man and he knows what he wants, and it's not Kenya. It's time for her to move on.
Yeah, she got to move on from him. That's fact. She got to, just gonna let it go. She basically tried to stop the heart blow and things like that. But for this man to have his own reality TV show, when he came on her show to try to derail it and try to hook up with people that she were not cool with, that said things about her and her daughter. And, we're talking about the Nene Leakes situation. And he was like, nah, I see it for everybody else except for Kenya. And, he done walked out, said, I ain't never gonna film again. We got the husbands that get mad on the show, but they don't it's one thing, what's really sexy about a man is a man that can hold his composure. A man, that don't wear his emotion all over his sleeves. Like he won't, he'll think about before he acts and before he responds. I mean, that's the most beautifulest thing in the world. If anybody can, hold on before they react. Basically, they don't act off of temperament or what's happening right then. They analyze, they wait, and they see what they need to do, and it's just like, damn, he done moved on quick, fast, in a hurry. He couldn't wait to tell the world that he was getting a divorce from Kenya Moore, promote his restaurant, and now he got a TV show coming out with women that's going to want to date him. I was like, did they see him on Real Housewives of Atlanta? So hopefully this show is going to be on a cable network where we can all watch and see.
Zeus. It sounds like Zeus.
It might be on Zeus. I don't know if Zeus would pick. But Marc Daly said he doesn't like trashy stuff. And Zeus would be considered, out there, but Zeus is considered real all day, every day. And some of the stuff could be considered to be fake.
What's really so crazy to me is, as beautiful as Kenya Moore is, she seems to be doing the most desperate stuff. Sperm bakes and trying to hold a man and trying to hold a baby over his head. If somebody as pretty as her can't find somebody to love them, that's saying a lot.
And it also says that, maybe she just picked the wrong person. Because sometimes the guy that you like is the wrong person. The guy that you want to be with, the guy that you're attracted to, the guy that makes you go, it ain't good. That one ain't for you, because you're going to end up in misery and heartbroken. But the other one that doesn't make you feel all that inside, but he will be there for you. He'll be there to protect you. He'll be by your side. He'll stand up for you. He'll never be shady, never talk behind your back. You're not that physically attracted to him. So, he don't do that for you. But at the end of the day, you got to make the right decision. And sometimes it's hard to make the right decision because you go off emotions and how you feel internally about the person and not really, weigh out everything.
You're right. I mean, I feel like both needs to be there. There's nothing wrong with, being with somebody to get your panties wet, but they have to be there for you too emotionally. I honestly just think she found somebody with the features that she was looking for. And that's all she was really looking. I think she went for, I always go back to that famous scene when she was in that sperm bake, tall, light, pointy nose, kind of hair. And I think she found it, and I just don't think he liked her back.
He probably didn't like the fact that she was not going to allow him to walk over her. He probably he did not like the fact that she had her own money. Whether some people believe she's a multimillionaire or not, but she had her own money, so she wasn't dependent. She didn't have to run and stay with him and his family. She didn't have to do any of that. And sometimes that could be, even though Marc Daly does have a lot of different businesses and things like that, I think that, he didn't, I don't think he had a woman that is independent like Kenya. But hold on for a second, babe boy. Hold on for me, please.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from, and turn me down in the background, please.
Okay. Hi, Mary J. This is Alicia out of Cheektowaga, New York.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you, sweetheart?
I'm hanging in there, girl. What's your thoughts on the situation?
You know that I think a lot of Kenya. I want to say something. Okay, when Kenya and Marc first got together, I think that there was a strong attraction between them and stuff. I think it was genuine. At the beginning, this is just my thought. The first time Kenya brought Marc on TV, you know, she was trying to save her job. Remember that first time he appeared?
I remember that, yeah.
Okay, so, you know, and that was the very last show of that season. So then she was off a season, and when she came back to work again, and he came on again, you remember when him, her, Cynthia, and Candy, and their husbands, they all went out to eat. And when Cynthia's boyfriend, Mike, proposed to her, Kenya compared the proposal that Marc gave her to Cynthia, and she sat there in front of him and them and said, I want a do-over, because the way Cynthia's was, mine wasn't like that. So Marc was sitting at the table. I don't know if you noticed, but he had a humiliated look on his face.
Yeah.
I don't think Kenya meant to be that way. I think, you know, when you come up where, you know, you tried to reach out to your mother and she kept pushing you back, I think everybody naturally feels like a shield on them that's hard for anybody to penetrate. And I think Marc tried to make an effort, because that same day when they were sitting there, he was talking about when they first got married, you know, Kenya went on to buy that new car, and he told her no. He said, keep the money, don't get another car. Let's put the money into the house. And she said, my house is paid for. She sat in front of them and said that. So it's constantly like, she was humiliating him. I don't think she meant to. I think what that guy said, she was so independent that, you know, she just made those mistakes honestly. And when she caught on to what she had done, I think that she had really crossed the boundary where it led him to start dogging her out.
You might have a point with that. You might have a point with that. I have a friend that's very independent, and she would say some things, but not knowing it would hurt his feelings. And then one day he just called off the marriage. He goes, I know you're not doing it intentionally, but I feel like I'm no use for you. I feel like you don't need me.
Yep. And I don't think she meant to do that, because then later on, you know, the girl, I'm not trying to push another person.
Don't say the name. Just keep on moving.
Okay, I'll just say it was a different show that they show pictures of the outside of Kenya's house, Portia's house, and all that. I don't know if you got to see that. And on the outside around Kenya's house and at the top, it's places that really did need work. And this was later on that I saw this. So Marc was right, and Kenya just was pushing him away so hard to where I think she really lost him. I think he still have love inside him for her, but a man cannot keep being belittled like that. Especially a man that was independent.
Mm-hmm. I think they also showed that Kenya Moore had mold on the top of her house too.
Yeah.
It was mold too.
It looked like it.
Yeah, it looked like it was
so
mold.
He was right.
When he wanted to put the money into the house.
Yeah, he told her, save your money instead of buying another car, and let's do the house. And she said, my house is paid for. Like, she just chopped him down in every way. And that day when she said she wanted a do-over for her proposal, he thought his proposal was so nice. You know, he was sharing with him how he did it. You know, he said to her, look who's about to get married. She came to visit, and he wasn't expecting her, and he had got the ring. Now, each man that comes to his woman is not going to do it like another man. You have to, like, give honor to your man or your woman according to the knowledge you have of them. You cannot compare two people like that. And he tried to stop her from doing it in a way. He just didn't come out and say, can you stop? He's trying to humiliate me. He tried to stop it by covering over what she was saying, stopping her in her tracks and said, well, tell him how the way I did it. And she just would not do it. And I think from that point, I think she did a lot of that brought their marriage to that point. Because, you know, everybody, we all wonder, wow, why is this man dogging her to this degree? I mean, he was really dogging her. I think he became real bitter.
Yeah. I think, you know, but now his ass is on TV, you know, playing a dating show and getting a reality check. And he's gonna be next to as a big celebrity on the show, and he refused, and he made it so hard for her here, even though she wasn't perfect. You know, you know, and this is like she was really trying not to, you know, do anything wrong. And she would tell us that she was walking on eggshells around her. But every now and then, Kenya would come out and say something, and maybe it hurt him. But he was so against her being on TV. And now this mother effer's on TV. That is low down dirty.
I know.
Dirty.
You know what? I just cut on the TV to hear you and your people that's calling, talking about that. I don't know what to say about it. I was going to ask you what was your opinion, but I was scared because I just got here.
Oh, no. Listen, I'm not that type of way. I don't care if I talked about it an hour ago. You know, this is when I go live like this is a show that we talk about everything. So it could be something from the beginning. But when I do my reviews, it's a little bit more focused on just a TV show. But this is an open forum. We're talking about all types of subjects.
Yeah, I see. Well, so when did everybody find out about
yesterday.
I heard that.
It's yesterday. Yesterday it hit the fan that he has his own. I haven't seen the production and everything, but he's supposed to be filming in Brooklyn. And when I did the video talking about Kenya Moore and Marc Daly wants a divorce for a second time around, I was puzzled too. Yeah. He only had 2 sentences addressing him and Kenya Moore, and he had 2 paragraphs addressing his restaurant and what he wanted to do for the community. I was like, this shit is weird. I was like, is he promoting his restaurant? What's going on? He was promoting a show that's going to take place in his restaurant. Dirty.
I know. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. You know, it just, I don't know if he's trying to hurt her or what, because it don't make sense. He was not the celebrity. He didn't want her on TV. She took that year trying to work with him, you know, and then she went on back to work. I guess she saw, or they started to see real serious cracks, so she needed to keep her job and her income and stuff. Yep. What am I trying to say here? So he didn't want her on TV, and now he went and announced that he was divorcing her. Then why would he do that? He's not the celebrity.
Oh, yeah, because it's basically, he's the one that made the announcement because he wanted to let everybody know, because he has a show coming out. I'm single, ready to mingle. If you see me on TV dating these ladies, I'm not with Kenya anymore, but come through to my Brooklyn restaurant and be filmed.
That's something else.
And so many words.
No, that's really ugly.
I think it's ugly, but at the same time, you know, a lot of people saying that's what Kenya deserves, and people have a right to think that way, whatever they want to say. But if you're in that relationship and you had a baby and you were married to that person, and they gave you such a hard time, and it was like pulling teeth when you asked him to film with you and be on TV with you, then he turn around, he downs you for being on reality TV and all the negativity, but now he got a show? Like, that shit will hurt anybody. For real.
I know. I just think it went really bad when, you know, she was overly independent, because he was there ready. Because he even talked about how much money he spent to get her hairline going.
Oh, yeah, he talked about that.
No, he didn't.
He said that he did. He said he did the logo. He did this. And Kenya was trying to correct him like, no. Yep. And he said, no, I did this. I did that. But maybe there's some things that she don't need you to say, you know, because you never know. He could, now if he did that for her, what if he's going to say, well, I want part of your company? Because they are getting a divorce. So you can't let things fly so quickly, because it can come back and haunt you when you're on reality TV and you're in a marriage that is on shaky ground. It was never on solid ground. It was always shaky ground.
Yeah, I know, because nobody really understands, you know, the origin of their dating. The thing was, we saw that she just was marrying somebody, and she didn't do it on the show. She did it, you know, all in her own space, and nobody really knew about him, from what I understood. But I feel bad because, number one, that beautiful little girl that Kenya is trying to shower her with love and teach her and make her wise early, you know, like beyond many years and stuff. And Brooklyn seems to be able to take it in. So Kenya got to be doing it with love, and it's too bad that, you know, he's not there for, you know, as far as she goes. I just had to call because, you know, I told you I like your forum. I really have a lot of respect for how you do it. And since that came up, and I was so shocked to hear that he had got a show, I just needed to call.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from again.
My name is Alicia. I'm calling out of Cheektowaga, New York.
Hey, thank you so much and bless you. Have a blessed night.
Okay, you take care too.
Thank you. She's so sweet. She's so sweet and nice. Okay, let's see. Oh! Okay. I think I hung up by accident, babe boy, because it wouldn't go through, so I hung up by accident. My bad. I'm sorry about that. So basically, that's the situation. Oh my God. Yeah, she did have a lot of good points. Thank you so much, Dave Hart. Thank you so much, Virtuous Woman. Thank you, Miss Nina Bug, too, as well. Because I didn't know there was going to be a panel of ladies. I thought there was only going to be 2 ladies, not a panel of lady. Yes, Alicia did have some good points, too. And thank you, Malcolm, for calling. Dave Hart, thank you for calling in, too, as well. Latoya Martin, thank you. Trust and believe she don't care. He just scored because she don't want him, because you can see that. Latoya. Oh my God, who are going to be these women? Oh my God, wait till we see the women on this show looking for Marc Daly. Lord have mercy, are they going to be real or are they going to be fake? You know, there is some shenanigans going on with this situation. Oh Lord, Marc Daly is going in. He's getting his own show, a dating show, knowing that he ain't even divorced yet. Oh, baby. So that's probably why Kenya Moore is much more friendlier with Latoya, and Latoya makes her feel good. Latoya makes her feel like, you know, hold on for a second, there's 2 calls. Latoya makes her feel good because, damn, look what she's going through. This man don't, you know, he's done with the situation, so maybe she needs the support from Latoya. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Ocala, Florida. This is Kimmy Love.
Hey, Kimmy Love. I be seeing you all the time. It's so good to hear your voice, Kimmy Love. What's going on? Kimmy Love is on the phone, guys. Dave Hart is on the phone, too. So tell us what's up. What's going on?
I just want to voice my opinion on the Kenya and Marc thing. I think that's why Kenya treats all the girls on the show so mean, because she just hurting for love. I think that he seen her come up and he used the come up. And I just think that she was his come up, yes. And he's over her. They probably never had sex. Well, they probably did have sex.
Oh, no, they did.
But I'm just saying. You know, I just don't think that they are together like that. They was ever together like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just think they just used him.
So you think he used her?
Yes, I just think that he just used her, and they had agreement. And I think now she's in love with that girl. I would say saying it. I think she just really is in love with her. Because do you see how she look at her? She just look at her like, oh my God. Like really deep in love. But that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to come on your show today.
I'm glad you did. But do you think that, you know, it's not wrong for him doing what he's doing, because anybody, if you was with somebody and, you know, you was a carpenter and that person left you and became a carpenter and started their business, they can do that. But the things that he said about reality TV and being on TV with her, to have his own dating show, just coming off of the divorce, what do you think about that?
it's like they had a contracted relationship. Now, I'm not even going to say marriage. It's like a contracted relationship.
Damn.
Because a marriage, a husband of mine, he won't be in the house with me. He ain't going to be thousands of miles away.
You already know that's right.
Yeah, it's like, how could, you can't even acknowledge that as a relationship because he was never there. He come every blue moon. He didn't even come, I think he didn't even come for the baby's birthday or something like that there. Some kind of thing she had for the baby, and they were tasting it. He didn't even show up for that. So it's like he's to me. I felt like he was very cold to her, and he started getting very cold to the baby. So only thing I can tell is go and get your child support child and move on. That's it. Get your little girlfriend together, and that's all. Child.
So this is why this is why she needed that. To me, I think. She probably already knew that this was in the works, most likely. But it tells you why she needed that new energy, and that new energy is Latoya. Latoya forever is bringing new energy into Kenya Moore's life. So that's how I feel about that situation. Whether they're doing it, I don't know. But I think that sometimes, when you're going through something that's so dark, that you already have the same people around you all the time, but then you get a new boost and you get a new person around you that make you want to run out and chill, go get a jet, hang out and dance. I think that's what she needs, and I think Latoya is doing that for her.
I think she brings that happiness to her.
Yes,
because she has a glow when she's around her.
She does.
And Cynthia didn't bring that to her. Then nobody else bring it to her. I think she reminds her of herself.
Yes,
in a way.
Yep.
And that's what she wants. And I say, hey, to each his own.
To each his
Whatever
own.
makes you happy. Do what you gotta do.
Amen. Do what you gotta do. Shit, you only live once. You only live once. Facts. I appreciate you so much, Kimmy Love. Thank you. And Kimmy Love, I really do appreciate you dropping down in the comment section on the uploaded videos and commenting. And I do appreciate your support. I really do.
I love your show. I love it so much. I really do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Much love to you, sister.
Baby, you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Kimmy Love in the building. Kimmy Love. Okay, I got Bay Boy. Bay Boy, I got you, right?
Hey, what's up, Mary?
Hey, what's going on? What you doing? What you over there doing? I feel like you're doing a little something, son. What you got over there?
I got a little bit of yada some Cali in the air.
Yeah, that's what I knew it. I knew it.
Always. Come on now, Bay Area all day, baby. But I gotta make a couple of points and I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like Kenya is a very harsh person, and she's gonna tell you exactly how she feels, whether you like it or not. I don't think she probably means to come off that way, but that's just the way that she is. And a lot of men cannot deal with that from a woman. It's an ego trip there, and that independent, strong woman vibe to a lot of men are a turn off. And I think she has put that vibe out there, and whether it was real or not in the beginning, I think she has turned him off with that strong personality. And when he proposed and it wasn't good enough, I feel like men and women are very competitive, but in different ways. Women they want to have the best baby shower. You want to have the best wedding. You want to have the best this or that. And Kenya comes from the pageant world, where everything is highly competitive and you want to be seen and out front and the best and the most grand in front of everybody. So I think those things right there is what has probably gotten in her way.
All right.
And that is all I have to say. And you know what? I love the Peep Squad. We got some smart callers, some smart people in the chat. You have some very intelligent guests, including myself now.
Including yourself too. All these guys are on point. You see, all these guys are on point, and I love it because if I'm not on point, you guys are on point. Then I get on point. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love it.
One last thing, Mark is definitely a hypocrite, but I feel like this show is going to be different. I think he doesn't want Kenya on reality TV because she can't shut up about him and all this sorts of things, and she's spilling too many beans. and you know that nose ring can't take Kenya and all the stuff that she has to say, because she is very shady, and that nose ring can't keep up. So that's why he has to go.
And plus, he can't control his temper. He don't know how to control his temper. He gets mad quick and angry. Like, he was getting mad at her because, you know, she didn't have his outfit ready, getting upset because she wanted to put Marlo over here.
Oh, wow. You know what? And men like that, honestly, I get kind of a bisexual vibe from him. Every man that I know who pitches a fit like that secretly likes men. It's almost 100%. I've seen that attitude. It's because you want to be with a man.
Lord have mercy. But on that note, thank you, Bay Boy, Dave Hart, Callie, and what the Bay Area. But I don't know if you're in the Bay Area. But thank you so much for your call. I appreciate you.
I definitely am in the Bay Area.
Okay.
I'm not in Oakland or San Francisco, but it's an incorporated part of the Bay Area.
Amen. I appreciate your help tonight, and thank you for joining me and being the live caller online, baby. Peace squad.
All right, best friend.
All right, best friend. Peace.
Bye.
Bye, Dave Hart. I know we had a lot of callers, a lot of, you know, people that respect everybody's opinion, and some people got rude. And Mo was here earlier. Mo, thank you for letting me know who that troll was. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate all these guys for coming through. Bay Boy. Lord have mercy. Y'all be doing too much. But thank you guys. I really do appreciate you guys coming through. We talked about the situation. Okay, we got another call. We got New York. East Coast is in the house. New York is in the house. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Mary Jane, I'm so sorry. It's Alicia again from Cheektowaga. It's one thing I meant to say.
Go ahead.
You know, we all recognize the way that Kenya is taken to this Latoya girl. The very first day I saw her, that girl reminds me of an older Brooklyn. I don't think they're messing around. I think it's something she see in her that's in her daughter. Because that girl looks like an older Brooklyn. And I asked your whole community, do anybody see that? Have you ever thought about that?
Nope, but you know what? I'm gonna look at it.
Really pretty. Huh?
I said I'm gonna look at them side by side.
Yeah, and I hope nobody think I'm crazy because I said that.
Nope. Speak your mind, baby. This is what it's about. I say crazy shit all the time.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, a lot of times we get drawn to friends because we see something in them that's like ourselves.
Exactly.
And, you know,
yes.
Yeah, and although it may not be that, it just looks like she looks like an older Brooklyn. And I think Kenya is more like a big sister type to her.
I got to ask you a question. Do you think Kenya Moore is doing everything that she can to bring it this season?
No, I think Kenya is being who she is all the time.
I'm talking about, do you think that she's putting in a lot of effort to make sure this is a successful season?
Nope. I think Kenya just do what she do. Like she said, a sitting queen can't be removed from her throne. And I think she really believes that. She's the same person she always was.
I got you then.
In my opinion.
Okay. No, I just wanted to. I wanted to know. I wanted to know, who do you guys think is putting in a lot of effort so this season can succeed? Which one of the ladies are putting in the effort for? Because they know there's a big void that Nene's not there. So who's putting in the work? So this.
Well, now that I don't believe. That one right there, I don't believe it's got anything to do with Nene being gone, because she has left before, and the season, you know, the show still was able to go. I myself don't believe it has anything to do with Nene. I just think, you know, I noticed the last couple of seasons they wasn't that good. To me, they were pretty boring. You know, it almost got near the end where it started getting excited. So that's the way it looked like it's been the last couple years. I just believe Kenya is going on to be who she is. She's really like solid in who she is. Mm-hmm. That's what it seems like. She walks with confidence. And, you know, it doesn't look like she changed. She is who she is. Like that guy that spoke to you not long ago, he said that. You know, Missinabug, I see you. You know, I love these conversations that we're really looking into with Kenya, because I don't look at her as a bad person. She's very smart. She's beautiful. Sometimes she don't have a filter on what she says, and that's probably what kind of pushed Mark back when she realized the mistake. It was too late. Or she might not even realize it yet.
Woo!
So, okay, I said I was only going to say one more thing. I just definitely wanted to put it out there about that Latoya. She looked like an older Brooklyn to me.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, talk to you again.
Talk to you again, Alicia. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys coming through. Let's call it a night. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. And thank you guys for your information, your thoughts, and all you guys, conjuring together and chilling and talking. I appreciate it, for real. Kimmy Love, Ralph, Dave Hart, Miss Nina Bug, Kimmy Love, Happy Days. Trying to get everybody. Virtuous Woman, Mo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And who else? And Major was up in the building too as well. Major was in the building. Okay, here we go. Hold on for a second, please. Hold on, please. And we have Major in the building. Octavia was in the building. Who else? I'm trying to get all the moderators that came through and show love. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all be coming through and y'all be scooping out the scene and making sure it's all good and giving me the tea as well too. We'll give each other the tea. Thank you guys so much. Happy days. Please tell me your name and where you are calling from. I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm fine. I am so happy. I'm so excited. I finally got you. I am a new subby. I went up on your, comment section, and I'm that person that I can't say over the air or whatever. But I love your show. So now you know who I am.
Thank you so much. And your name again?
I love you. My name is Michelle.
Michelle. Okay, Michelle, I got you, baby. And thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. And the support.
Yes. I've been telling everybody about you, honey. I love your personality because you make the show, okay?
Oh, thank you so much.
And you are welcome. I just called in to say, I agree with that last caller. I never thought about it. Brooklyn does look like Latoya Fair. She does look like an older version. So I agree with that caller. Another thing is, too, I don't believe that they have anything romantically going on. I think it is like a big sister relationship. And Kenya, it seems like I hope this girl really has her back. I watch another channel, just like their channel, and this particular channel, she's just like, she gives a lot of love to Kenya, and I love that. She don't have many subscribers, but I love that channel. She shows the positive side of her. I've been following Kenya for a long time. Since she started, even before she started with Housewives, and I found where I found a lot of her hate. The haters are women, black women, unfortunately, that look down on a person that is intellectual. She's beautiful. You could be intelligent, but everybody's not an intellectual. Kenya is not only a college-educated woman. She's an intellectual person. Not only she wrote a book, she loves to read. That's what I surround myself around. Not that I think I'm better than anybody, but I love to read and I love to gain information, and she's that type of person. And I get a lot of hate, so I know how that feels. But long story short, Mark is a bastard. I cannot stand him. I feel like he used her. I remember when I first saw him back in season 10, the way he was looking, he looked like a piece of work. And I disagree with that male caller saying, oh, well, she's come from the pageant world and, this and that, and she's, a strong black woman. There's a lot of strong black women. Mary, you're a strong black woman, and so am I. What the hell is wrong with black men? These days, all they do is put black women down. They don't value their women, and all they do is divest. Going out, getting their little, snow bunnies and whatever the hell they want to call it, and all this other bullshit. Unfortunately, we were forced to be strong. We didn't have the opportunity, nor the damn privilege, to pamper ourselves and to sit on our asses at home and watch TV and do nothing like white women. So
what happened? Hold on. What happened with that situation is that there are some men that cannot, be with, women that are more successful than them. And then if they call it out that they're more successful, that sometimes that a dagger in their ego, especially if it happens over and over, because that's what he was saying about that situation. And I totally agree with what you're saying with some of the situations that we had to do what we had to do, but also we have to look back at the military took our black brothers, our uncles, our brothers, our nephews, into the military to Vietnam War and forced them. Then they got hooked on heroin, and then they had the women's movement come in. The Caucasian women were burning their bras, and then the government forced black people to get on welfare. And then on top of that, they told them if they have a man staying in the house, they're going to lose their assistance. And that was to bring the black man out of the house. So it's a lot of different things why we are separated. It's just not one.
And, I just feel like black men should be more supportive. I'm really tired of hearing the negative narratives. I know he wasn't totally negative, but I just feel like this. I didn't really hear too much support that he was giving Kenya. I mean, it was not bad, but it was not really good. He was like pro Kenya, the support. It's sad to see a black family break up. I was really rooting for them and hoping they would make it and so forth, but I kind of knew, when she's at the reunion that if they were going to council, I'm like, they're not going to make it, because Zoom is not enough. You got to put in the work. You got to be together for something to work out. You cannot be apart. And so another thing is this. He was acting as if, he couldn't stand the camera and he hated reality TV. He put all those ladies down on that show, saying that Bravo shows them in a negative light and they act very ghetto and ratchet. So he's a negative person, number one. Number two, he's a big narcissist. He is a narcissist, and he's misogynistic on top of that. The way he belittled her, the way he treated her. So back to what that other caller was saying, that male caller, we sat there and watched this man make Kenya out of a fool. Kenya tried so hard to submit, to be a submissive wife. There is no way, and the way she held herself, she didn't argue with him. She said after the camera stopped rolling, but one thing I do know, I wouldn't have cussed him out or anything like that, but oh hell no, I'm going to check you every time you say something. I'm going to check you, because you're not going to have me out here looking like a fool. I won't use any curse words, but I'm going to check you. When he called her kid, that was so disrespectful. How in the hell are you going to stand there and call your wife, give her a male energy like that? I don't like him. Nobody likes him. All on the other channels, I see a lot of people now are supporting her because everybody sees him for the vile person that he is. Nobody's going to watch his show, and he's going to lose a lot of business.
I'm going to tell you one thing. I will be watching his show, and we will be talking about it.
You got to report on it. That's your job. That's your job, baby. You got to watch that show. We're going to drag it, too.
Oh, my God. I can't wait. I want to know what station it's on.
We're going to drag that show. And they're saying it. They said they're not going to watch it. And the ones that said they're going to watch it, they said they're going to watch it just so they can drag it. Yeah, and get on, on social media and drag it. But I'm really proud of her. She's on vacation. She put up something on her IG. I don't know if she's out of the country or not, but she's on vacation with Brandon, her best friend, and Cherie, that's another best friend, and she has Brooklyn, and she celebrated with, fireworks and everything on the beach, just having a really good time. And I'm so glad that she has Latoya, because, you know what? What's ironic, Latoya is somebody she didn't even know. She just met. They clicked. They're having so much fun. She brings out the fun and the goofiness, because Kenya's a fun girl, but she's still being goofy, too. Nobody never knew that. Aquarians are like that. I have two friends that are Aquarius, and they're goofy like that. They're funny, they're goofy, they have no filter, they say whatever's on their mind, and they just laugh about it. And so we really get to see that softer side of her, and I love that. I love that about Latoya. Really disappointed in Cynthia and Candy, because Cynthia has thrown her under the bus last season with their cookie lady mess. Everybody knows Cynthia was behind it. It came out in the reunion how she told Tanya about it as soon as they met that woman. And she never told her so-called good friend Bestie. She set her up knowing fully well that Kenya didn't know that Tanya already knew that. So Cynthia throws her under the bus like that. She threw her under the bus by letting Eva shade her about having a baby so late in life. I remember that comment. And other things. And she let Drew this season. So she's always throwing Kenya under the bus. She's not Kenya's good friend like Kenya thinks she is. She probably sees through that by now. Candy is another one. She let Don Juan drag her saying that she didn't give the donation. So what if she didn't get the donation right then and there? Maybe she wanted to wait for a check to clear. What the hell? I don't know. But he's always up in somebody's business. And those two are boring, and they need to get rid of Candy, and they need to get rid of Cynthia. They need to keep Kenya, Portia, Fallon, Latoya, and Drew, and hire one new girl. We don't need Candy. We don't need Cynthia.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
They're not carrying their weight. They're not carrying their weight. They're boring.
Oh, God.
No storyline.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much.
You have a blessed night, too. Thank you so much, Ned. I love you. I'll be watching.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. So, yep, that's the situation. Dominican Woman 2021. I was reading your comments. Lord have mercy. Y'all done have me choking up. And y'all got me laughing. I don't know what else to do. There's so much going on. But we will see. I definitely want to see the Marc Daly show. I definitely want to see the ladies, the contenders, to see if it's real or fake. I want to see the celebrity that's standing next to Marc Daly. I just want to see how he acts, just so we can see him and his environment and how he acts and how he's going to treat people and just what's going to happen. I wonder if it got picked up. Is it actually going to be on the station? Because they could have been shooting a pilot for it and they're waiting for somebody to pick it up. And people probably will pick up his show, or an investor, because it's connected to Kenya Moore. So let's not act like Kenya Moore don't have nothing to do with Marc Daly getting the show. Shady. I guess he figured, he put a little bit of work in on their Real Housewives of Atlanta. So now he wants his own show. He wants to be just like his woman. Lord help us all. I'm going to clown the winner as well. Oh, come on, Miss. The winner of Marc Daly? When Kenya Moore? I don't know. But Marc Daly has not had an overnight with his daughter, Brooklyn. And him already being a father and already having children, you would think that he would be already taking baby Brooklyn places, having overnights with her coming to stay with him in New York by herself. And Kenya doesn't trust him. And then when Kenya with Moore was asked the question whether how good Marc Daly is with his other kids, she refused to answer. She refused to talk about the situation with his kids. And knowing that Marc Daly's parents has not tried to reach out and have a relationship, or maybe Marc Daly blocked the relationship, who knows? But it was a whole lot of cloud going on between Kenya Moore and Marc Daly, where we know what's up with her family, what went on. But his family seemed to not want his family to be a part of nothing. And Kenya Moore even said that she couldn't even call his mother and say, oh, was Marc like this, Marc like that? How was he as a baby? To, do things with Brooklyn. And she said to no avail. So that's a hard situation already. But thank you guys so much. So much so, yes, the relationship was always shaky. And some people believe that they was married, they wasn't married, who knows? But at the end of the day, this mother effer is going to be on TV dating someone when he didn't even want to be on TV and be a husband. Lord have mercy. What is going on with this situation? And also, if there's any birthdays, happy birthday to everyone, because I know a lot of you guys do have birthdays coming up this month. But happy birthday to everybody that's in the chat. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through. Please hit the like button. Please like the video, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Peep Squad is in the building. y'all. May many, many more come. His family is so cool. Ooh, you already know that, Kimmy Love. Ooh, baby. It's going down. Susan Smith, Kenya finally got the shout she has been trying to for seasons. Ooh. Dominican women. 2021, Mark will drag Kenya. Lord, she better watch it with him. Mark's not playing games with Kenya. And that's why Kenya said that she walks on eggshells with Marc Daly. And she said she don't really want to talk about him because she don't know how he's going to respond or he's going to act. So there's a whole lot going on in that situation, baby. So we will stay tuned and be watching. And thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate it. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Peep Squad. Love you guys too. Love you. Blessings.